Okay. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to day 26 out of 100-day go lives. Thank you so much for coming to me on my journey and supporting me during this time. If you're catching me live, drop a one. If you're catching the replay, make sure you drop a two. If you're new to my page, please say hello. I love to connect. I love just making those strong, deeper connections online. I want to know about you and what's going on in your world. But you know, this morning I just woke up and I'm still buzzing from our community live training last night. Like we totally went over and we were having all these like aha moments and these breakthrough moments. It was just so beautiful to see. And I'm a little late going live today, and it's because I just popped off a call with another amazing girl, and we were talking about our dreams and our why and our big aspirations in life. And one of the things that was coming up and even coming up for last night, like, you know, who you become and who you're going to become, like in your entrepreneurship journey, is your ego kind of has to die. Like your old self has to die. Those old beliefs, those old patterns have to die for you to become and to step into your higher purpose and to evolve and grow, and going through those growth pains. And it's just such a beautiful thing. And when you know what your purpose is and your journey and who you are, and you're going and you're evolving and you're learning like your true who you are. Because I can tell you one thing, like when I first started my business, like, I was a new mom for the second time, and I really didn't know like who I was anymore, or what I liked, or I was just different. Like, you know what I mean? For the journey of when I became a mom, like going through IVF, all the pokes and prods, all the emotional ups and downs and the roller coaster of that, like, it was preparing me to be a mom, and when I finally got to hold my baby, it was like the greatest moment in the world. And um and I wasn't one of those moms that got just attached like right away. I didn't. It took like a few days just because labor was so intense for me. But that's another story for another time. But so when you're holding your baby, like it was just so precious to me because it was so hard to get to. You know what I mean? The journey of becoming a mom, or the journey of finding out what your true purpose is, the journey of finding out who you are today, and the journey of finding out where you're going. Like, you know what I mean? And when you're along in this journey and you're asking yourselves all these questions, like, who do I want to serve? What do I want to do with my life? How do I bring more meaning to the people that I am serving? When you start asking yourself these bigger questions than you, and you stop looking at like the results or the how, or anything like that, you let that stuff go. It's all going to start to unfold for you, and your old self and like your ego and your old patterns have to like die for you to become that greater version of you, for you to get to your dreams and your goals. And now, if you are just at home now wishing for something, and you just like wish for like a new car or a new house, or something like that, you're just wishing, like, your dreams have to be so big that when you think about it, like your eyes water up with excitement, and you're going to combust if you have it. Like, that's the kind of goals and dreams I'm talking about. Something so big that it's just so big that you can't even fathom, but you get so excited and you get so burned up, like you get this burning desire for it. Like, that's the type of goals that you need to be going for. So, take a pen and paper, write a list, like your dream book of like everything you want. Like, the world is your oyster, write everything that you want. And if you don't have that like big burning desire and like get excited about it, and like feel it in your veins, like this is possible for me too, and believe that this can happen, then it's just not going to come true. Like you're going to be stuck in your old patterns, your old ways, and you're going to still call in and attract your life, right? Like we our inner world is radiating our outer world and how we perceive and attract and what we get in life, right? It's an energetic exchange. And so this year my word was surrender, to surrender into the process and trust the process. And it's so crazy because that's my word, and I'm just surrendering into the process, and I'm still doing the things. Like I'm not just like woo woo, like wishing for it. Like I'm actively doing the steps to make me better and become better so that I can achieve these higher, bigger goals that I desire, right? So you have to keep taking those action steps and moving that needle forward, building your craft, refining your skills, refining your character, refining those edges on yourself so that you can evolve and you can grow. And then you have to like release your old self. And if you, I know, like last night's call, we had so many people, like you're watching the transformation through, like go through it. They're telling people like where they were and stuff like that and their story and where they want to go. And you could literally see like the whole room on the call was like in tears or holding their breath because it was the most rawest, beautiful, most deepest thing I've ever seen and experienced. And what I learned was that when you stop having like these superficial conversations, like asking about the weather and this and that, and you actually like allow yourself to go deeper with somebody, like what really matters, like what makes you tick, like what excites you, what gets you up in the morning, what makes you jump out of bed with excitement. Like your dreams have to be that big. Your dreams have to be so big that you want to leap out of bed and you want to do whatever you need to do that thing that's going to make it happen. Like that is when it's going to happen for you. That's when your ego is going to leave. That's when your old self is going to shed. That's when you're going to go through that transformation and those dreams are going to happen. But you have to say goodbye to your old self. You have to shed those things. Like when I became a mom, like I went into the hospital, and when I came out of the hospital, I was a different woman. There's no way I went through that and I was the exact same woman. Like, no way. Like, you know what I mean? So it's the same thing when you're going after your dreams. Like I wanted my family so bad. So you have to want your dreams and your that bad. Like your whatever you're going for, it has to have this burning desire of like excitement, tears, and you're going to combust if you get this. Like, and that's when things will like come to you, and it's going to come to you like a speed of light, and you're going to be so shocked. But you have to be ready for it, and you have to be ready to say goodbye to your old self, and you have to stop doing those things that are keeping you small and listening to your excuses, and showing up for you and showing up for the people that need you, showing up for the people that are connected to your destinies, showing up because we're all intertwined and connected. And it's so crazy. Like if your dream is for here and you're going to go there, like the whole world is going to move around so that you can get it. And people are going to come into your life for a reason. When that opportunity, the right opportunity is for you, it's going to come in and present itself. And it's going to be scary. It's going to be scary, and it's going to feel like a whole bunch of things. And you just have to go through those emotions so that you can be on the other side. Like I know, like myself, like I was afraid of success. I was afraid of success because there was one time in my life I made $100 more than my wife, and it changed our dynamic of our relationship. Like before, she would woo me, take me on dates, and do all these things and stuff like that. And the minute I made $100, it was like, oh, you're paying for this. Oh, you're buying tonight. You're treating, like the dynamic of our relation changed. It like shifted, right? Like the whole of like her love language, everything. It really did something. So I know deep down inside, like I've always been a little slightly scared of, like afraid of that success, because I don't know why. Scared of those like responsibilities, scared of showing up more, like scared of something. And I know that that when you go through it and you become and you say goodbye to your old self and you surrender on the other side, that's when the beauty of bigger things are going to happen. That's when you can say, I love what I've been through. My past doesn't dictate my future, but now I'm gonna take the horns like from the bull, and I'm gonna go in the direction that scares me the most, and become that higher version of myself, because I know there's a greater purpose and there's somebody that needs to hear my message. If you're hearing this now, please share this, smash some hearts. I would love for this message to get out, because really we're always growing and evolving. And when we stay stuck and small and we don't actually allow ourselves to dream bigger, we live in fear and we live in worry and we live in chaos. And if you can just trust the process, trust in something bigger, trust that there is a greater divine purpose for you. You are here, you are meant for more, you're meant to do incredible things. It's your time. If you're seeing this message, it's your time. Like, I remember when I hit my mid 30s, it's like I just woke up. And like, to some people, that's like a midlife crisis. Like, they hit their 40s, they want to, they change their spouses, they get a new car, they change their life because they're not living in their purpose. They're living stuck and they don't understand, like, what's wrong with my life. And what's wrong with your life is nothing. Is that you've just been living it like small, and you're not aligned. And it's like the universe or God is trying to wake you up, because you are here for a bigger purpose. And it's your time. It's your time to activate and start that dream, start that bigger purpose. And your dream has to be so big. It has to be so big that you want to cry, that you feel it in gratitude that it's coming, that it's meant for you, that it's yours. And if you can't dream that big or feel it like that, then maybe it's not the right dream for you. Maybe you need to sink down and listen to your own inner tuition and follow that. Follow your passion, follow your inner tuition. Like, sometimes from social media, we can just get like, you get like, it's there's so much going on and out in the world and in social media, that sometimes you think, oh, that's what I want, that's what I want, that's what I want. But really, stop asking people what you want. Stop asking for other people's opinions, because they don't matter. The only person's opinion that matters is you. And the person that you're sharing your life with, like, hopefully your values all line up, so that you guys can be supporting each other and going in the same direction. And with my wife, like, we're completely opposite, but our values line up, and we want the same thing. Like, when we go house shopping, like, we want the same thing, so that it makes sense. But like, we're completely different. Like, we're completely opposites. We're polar. And it's okay, because when we find that middle ground, it brings harmony to our family, right? And so, um, and your partner might not even catch your vision, and that's okay too. But a healthy, good partner is somebody that's going to support you in your dreams no matter what, because it's your vision, your dreams, and you have to do the growth and the inner work to get them. Nothing is handed to us for free. We have to do the hard. You can either do the hard where you're staying stuck and you're living in an average mediocre life and you're just like fine with it and it feels safe and secure, or you're going to live the hard where you're actually going towards your fear and you're doing the thing and you're feeling alive and you're feeling fulfilled and you're making a more beautiful impact in the world, because we are meant for more. More of us are waking up and living in our true purpose. I'm just a full believer that, if you're I'm a full believer that we are meant to be with our loved ones. We are meant to spend more time with them. We are meant to do the things that we love. We're meant to explore the world, taste good foods, have deeper conversation than the superficial. And the social media thing, like, sometimes it can be deceiving, because there's so many people hiding behind the screen. And it's also a blessing and it's a beautiful thing, because in my community, I feel so close to these people behind the screen, but literally we live all across the world and we're a global company, but but we all share the same values and the same like-minded goals and beliefs, and we can walk each other through these hurdles and get us over those things and show us the gaps, because we all have gaps and we need that coach and that mentor to be able to show your gaps. So ask yourself, who are you willing to give up so that you can become? Who are you who are you going to let go? What old patterns are you going to alleviate so that you can become and do that thing that you are truly meant to be doing here on earth? And maybe it's having a family, maybe it's starting that business, maybe it's just doing that thing that lights you up. Like, your dreams should light you up, you know? If living in luxury or living off of the earth and just like organic or whatever, or minimalist, like whatever it is, it should just light you up. It should feel so aligned that that you can't think of any other way to live. And if you aren't, then you're not aligned, you know? So you have to drop your ego. You have to let it die. You have to let your old self die so that you can become the person that you're meant for. And you're meant for so much more. And I just hope that this message like lands with somebody and that it ignites something inside, that you are meant for more and here to do beautiful things. And I just want to thank you guys so much for joining me on my 2600 day live. It's been such a journey to come on here and to see that red light, to press it, and to my physical body felt like it was going to just vomit, or I was going to literally die from pressing the button. And it took about 2 weeks for that to alleviate from my system, to realize like, hey, if I press this go live button, I'm not going to die, right? And then it allowed me to sit in and allow me to have those feelings of like, it's it's okay to feel these feelings. And now I have an important message that I know somebody needs to hear. I've learned so much about myself, and I've learned so much. I've done so much inner work on myself, and I've done I've done the work, and I have so many gifts and tools to share. And the most beautiful thing about entrepreneurship is that you get to you get to work on yourself, share your story, and you get blessed in return through the best relationships, through becoming the best leader so that you can serve more people in this world. Like, I want to serve mamas. I want to show them that they can get their financial independence. They don't have to depend on anybody. I want to bring people home to their loved ones. I believe that we're all meant for more, and we're meant to be with our loved ones. We're meant to explore, and we're meant to enjoy, and we're meant to feel good all the time. We are supposed to feel good. We're not meant to feel icky, have like these dreaded Sundays of like going back to work, dropping your kid off daycare and feeling that mom guilt of like, oh, like my baby wants me, needs me, and I want to be there, like not having to choose from those kind of hard things, and instead choosing of like how you are going to help others become the best version of themselves, so that they can share their message, so that they can bless the world and get and to bless the world with a greater good, and you're going to live your best life that you've never imagined possible. Like, sure, we can dream like this is what I want, but I know when you hit your dream, it's going to be beautiful, more beautiful than you've ever imagined, and it's meant for you. And I just want to leave you guys on that. And I hope you guys have an awesome day. And I know I'm a little late. My little guy's in the background, and I knew I needed to come on here and do my live. I'm just feeling so much emotions from last night. I know I'm processing a lot of things. I feel like something's been unblocked and released for me. And I know I'm just gonna like honor my feelings and step into it and process, and hope to share more. And you guys have a wonderful, beautiful, blessed day. And thank you so much for coming on my journey. And please, if you're new to my Facebook world, or my Instagram world, please come on and say hi. We're friends, And please share this message if you feel anybody could find value from it or learn from it, or even take any kind of inspiration to take action in their life and to become that person and shed their old selves so that they can be the best version of themselves and get paid for it. It would be wonderful. I can't wait to see more transformations and help more women thrive and step into their higher power. So you guys have a wonderful day. Talk to you soon.